Good morning, everyone. This is Nana. I'm just getting set up here. There's my little Marnie asleep, and we're going to do the alcohol wash on this baby. I didn't get to it last night, and we're going to do it now. And you guys saw my caddy in my last Steam Thursday video. It's just holding all my supplies. Kind of helps me keep things out of the way. Here's Luna. And this is something else that I do for my babies when I'm working on them. I get a crate. This is like a shoe crate or a sweater crate. I was looking for the size here. I know there's a label here somewhere. Right here. 12 quarts. And I always put a receiving blanket inside of it. And as I'm working on the babies, I keep them inside of a crate. It just helps me keep my stuff organized and keeps the babies stored out of the way. Okay, before we get started, let's go through the contents on my little tray. I bought this tray at Ross for like $15, but I did see it on the Michaels website for $29.95. It does have wheels, so I can just like pull it into my room when I'm not done with, when I'm done with it, not using it. It's not out here in the living area. So, I'll show you what I have on my tray for now. This is just to get me started in painting. I don't have all of my supplies yet. But I'll show you what I bought to get started. Okay, so we have a little Marnie sitting over here. I don't know if this light ring is going to help me or hurt me because it looks pretty dark around me, but it's not. I have the curtains and the windows open. So on my tray, I do have my brushes. And I bought this really cute little brush holder from, I think it was Marshall's. Let me look. Yeah, it's from Marshall's. I think I paid like $5 for it. So it kind of holds all my brushes. It's really cute and keeps me organized there. And then I have these little cups, all these little glass cups that I use for different things, mixing paint and whatnot. And these are like spice cups, I guess, for cooking. But I found all three of these at the Goodwill, and they weren't very expensive. They were like 10 cents a piece. So that is what I got for mixing paint and stuff, was my little cups. And then I have a couple of more of these little drying racks, like this one that Marnie has over here. These are from Dolls by Sandie. I did put up a video showing my haul from Dolls by Sandie. So that's on my paint tray. A couple of paint palettes. These also came from Dolls by Sandie. I can leave links to everything that I have below. In this one, I just have my sponges in a little container. This was actually a container that my macaroni salad came in that I recycled and reused. It's getting full, so I may have to go buy some more macaroni salad and get me another little container. Pretty durable. The lids, they're so thin when you wash them, the lids kind of wilt, so I don't use the lids for these. I have another little paint palette, and this came with something I had bought at Ross. Another little paint kit that I bought. So I just kept it on my my paint tray over here. And these are all of my paints here. I do have this piece of vinyl that I got in my order from Dolls by Sandie. I haven't used it. I haven't used it for anything, and it is a different color than most of my kits, so I don't know if I'll ever use that, but it's just kind of neat. I have these little paper clips attached to my paint basket here because these paints over time, they do get a little clogged at the top. So I just used that little paper clip to unclog the paints. And this is basically all the paints that I use. I found this one recently on Dolls by Sandie Magenta, and I absolutely love it. I've used a lot of it actually. It was a new color maybe, because I hadn't seen it there before, but I really like this color. It's really pretty. And then I just have white and I think it's Vandarian green, yellow ochre, a couple of Flesh 08, a couple of Flesh Base. This one is Vein Aqua. I bought the vein color last time and it was super blue. I had to really adjust it. I have a tiny little black for like eyebrows and stuff. I didn't buy a big one. So that's a new size that she's carrying now. That's all 8. Burnt Sienna. Like I said, I have magenta, purple, and primary blue, primary yellow, red wine, primary red, and then I bought a an anti-bead and a couple of blend flows right here, and I use those just about every mix. I really like the anti-bead and the blend flow. At first I wasn't using these, and then when I started using them, it was like a huge game changer. So definitely order your anti-bead and your blend flow if you order these Ultimate Fusion paints by Dolls by Sandie. Also on Dolls by Sandie on her website, let me pull it up real quick and show you. She has all the information you would need to use these paints. There's a there is a blend chart. There is also an entire catalog to show you how to use these paints. I'm trying to find her website here. Give me just a second. Alright, so if you go to Dolls by Sandie's website, I hope you can see this. You just click on the Ultimate Fusion Air Dry Paint there, and then go down to see they have the air dry colors, mediums, neutralizers, hair colors, fantasy colors, UF paints, sets, and brushes and tools. Just go to charts and info there, and just go through there, and they have charts and stuff. Like this is the paint to water ratio for mixing your paints, and then right below that a little ways is there's a skin color chart for different regions around the world. I thought that was really helpful. Right here, the information guide. Just click that and you can print this or you can screenshot it, but it has several different pages about how to use the Ultimate Fusion paints. It's very helpful. So that's something else that Dolls by Sandie offers. I'm so sorry. Moving my camera. That's something else that she offers along with these paints. Now I used to use the Miracle Blend, I think it was, paints, and of course those were discontinued, so I had to kind of go to this air dry paint from her website. Alright, so moving on. Let me see, I found this little basket. You can buy these at like the Dollar Tree. And I have this little container here that I just put my paints in and other things to hold it here. Somebody's here. Let's see who that is. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Somebody for my neighbor. Alright, let me talk a little bit more about the air dry paints, because my friend Emily, she swears by Genesis heat set, and there is you know, there's a lot more steps to Genesis. I think, of course, the baking and all of that, but these paints, if you read the article about the Ultimate Fusion air dry paints, it says it's the paint to use for people that like to play with their art. And of course I'm one of those people. Everyone knows that my little hunter goes pretty much everywhere I do. I love taking him out, you know, and showing him to people and taking them in public and getting reaction videos. And I've painted several of my other dolls with these paints, and I've had no problems with the paint fading or, you know, chipping or any of that. The one thing I am having trouble right now is finding the matte sealer. I usually use the air dry matte sealer from McPherson's, but of course they have been out for a very long time. Alright, so I'm going to get back to my cart contents here. One thing I did buy was my Lazy Susan. It's just a little thing on a wheel. This I'm not going to use it to paint with, but I will use it when I go to root. It's the perfect size to put your rooting pillow on. And of course you can move that, you know, the head around to adjust the way that you're rooting and whatnot. And it was like $5. I found this at Ross. That's the name brand, Copa, C-O-P-C-A, I think, Copco or something. I don't know. It's just 12 inches non-skid turntable. Like I said, I'll use it for rooting. I had a very large one at my house, and that's what I used. I also found that if you can't find a turntable and you have an old microwave, save the glass dish, and that will turn on your towel just the same way as it would on a turntable. So that's a good thing to save. If you have an old microwave, you can use it as a turntable. The other thing that I got from Dolls by Sandie was my color wheel. Absolutely love my color wheel. It can help you adjust your kit, you know, before you get in a whole lot of trouble with your painting. If you get it too red, it kind of tells you how to bring the red out. If you get it too purple or blue, it will show you the colors that you need to kind of tone down those colors a little bit. And it also shows you how to mix your primary colors to get certain colors that you may not have in your paint collection. So color wheel, I think, is a must-have for reborn painting. It's a lot of fun to have one too. You learn a lot about colors and what you can mix to make different colors. Another thing that I use is these. I use these for painting pads. This is a pet pad, and I actually like the pet pads better than I like the bed pads because they're thinner and they're more durable. I get a lot more use out of the pet pads than I do the bed pads. They're a little bit more expensive, but I think the trade-off of using these quite longer than the other one is a fair trade. So get you a box of pet pads. You can find those at the Dollar General. This is another little basket you could pick up at like the Dollar Tree or, you know, the Dollar General. Fairly cheap, reasonable. I use these sponges. I buy these on Amazon, and I believe me, I've bought sponges from every doll company that I order from, and these are the most durable, and they're wider, a lot wider, and more durable. I get more uses out of these sponges than the other sponges that they offer online. I think these are like, maybe, I'll have to look up the price. I'm not going to say, between $2.50 and $4. I think they're $2.50. But Amazon is where I buy these. Okay. Get you some disposable gloves. I wear gloves. A lot of people don't, but I wear gloves. And mostly because I have really thin skin now. And if you paint, you know, it keeps these fingertips wet. And the ends of my fingertips will crack and bleed, and that's very painful. And also I wear nail polish majority of the time, and it protects my nail polish. So get you some gloves, and I use these little cuticle sticks for just about everything. They can correct the air dry paints on your kit, you know, without causing a lot of damages. I also use them to glue like the eyes and eyelashes. These also were an Amazon purchase. I think they're like, I don't know, a couple of bucks. They weren't very much. And I have all my COAs here in that little basket. Let's see what little Marnie's supposed to look like. This is little Marnie. This is the kit we're gonna work on. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Got a little teddy bear there. So that's a COA for little Marnie. This is a Bountiful Baby Kit. I order most of my kits from Bountiful Baby. My little basket, I have this little, I found my ink pads and my little stamper again over at Hobby Lobby. And I like to stamp these on my birth certificates. This is inspired by life, created by hand, one of a kind, art created by, and then it has a place to put your name there, and I just put Nana there. I just think it's a little special touch to add to your birth certificates. You can order birth certificates from Dolls By Sandie, or you can print them online. And I have a couple little oh, what do you call these? Little markers. I forget what you call these. That I got over at Hobby Lobby, and I like to fill out the birth certificates with these. This was a two-piece set, and it wasn't very expensive, so I like to fill out the birth certificates with those. And that's what I have in my little basket here. Like I said, I do not have all of my supplies. If you guys want to help me out to get some supplies, I'll leave my wish list down below. And I need some bodies and some weighty materials, stuff like that, that I can't afford to order yet. If you want to help me out with that, that would be so appreciative. And down on the last tray, I just have my paper towels, and I have my tripod for my camera, which I don't use very often because, like I said, I'm using the GoPro, and I just have it zip tied to my ring light. Alright, so that is it for my cart contents on my little cart here that stores all my little stuff, my little art supplies. I used to have a lot of stuff, and it took me 5 years to get all of that stuff that I had that was stolen from me. So, you know, this is just the beginning. It may take me 5-6 years to get everything I need again, but that's okay. We're just going to keep plucking forward and do what we love, which is painting and sharing with all of you. Alright, so my little Marnie here, Marnie, I don't know if I like that name. We need to name this little girl so we can call her something different. And she does look like a girl to me. I don't know what Marnie is in real life. I don't even know if they published a video about that scan. They might have. I'll have to go look for it. If I find it, I'll leave the link below. But little Marnie here looks like a little girl, so we need to give her a name, because I'm not going to be able to remember Marnie probably, and I don't really like that name. So this little baby needs her alcohol bath, which I'm just going to get one of my glass cups and my alcohol here, and we're going to pour it into this little cup. Not very much, just a little bit. And I put my alcohol over here on my table because it's too heavy for my tray. My kids bought me a mom cup for Mother's Day. Tyler got me a couple of cups. He got one for the car too, because he says I'm always spilling my coffee in his car. So he got me that, and there's another one over there, and some flowers and a cake. It was so beautiful. Alright, so with this little guy, we're just going to give this little baby alcohol, the pre-wash. For the painting, this is just going to make all the shininess off our kit go away. You'll be able to feel the difference after you put the alcohol on it. Here it feels kind of slick, kind of soft, and the alcohol just kind of makes all that oil go away. Get you a good makeup brush. This is a powder brush. I bought it, I think it was a 5-piece set from Michael's for like $5. It really helps hold the little limbs, you know, so you can paint on these little big babies, on these little kids. If you're hearing air noise, it's because my windows are open. If you're hearing kittens, it's because my cat just had 6 baby kittens, and we didn't get rid of, we have 3 that are gonna be adopted out, and there's actually 4 that's gonna be adopted out, and there's 2 that me and Tyler really like, so we're thinking about keeping 2 more of them. So what's a house without cats, huh? We just love our animals. We're gonna be very sad when the babies leave us. We've had a lot of fun with them, and the mother's been very trusting, I guess because she's our cat. She lets us handle her babies, and she has from day one. She laid right there in front of me and had her babies, and of course I put her in her little crate, you know, so, and put her in a dark space in the camper here that she could deliver all her babies. It took her 2 days to deliver her babies, so 3 of them were born on the 30th and 3 of them were born on the 1st, which is quite ironic. So probably her first litter, that's probably why, but she's a really good mom. Like I said, we're gonna miss all the little babies, so we have enjoyed them. She still comes up and lays with me at nap time, and then she'll hear her babies crying, and she'll get down and go take care of them. So she's been an excellent mom. Now, if you have a cosmetic disc, cotton disc, you could wipe this down with that, but I don't, so I'm just gonna like paint the alcohol on there and just let it air dry. I don't have any cosmetic sponges. I need to put that on my wish list of stuff that I need. So this is not going to harm your paint at all. It's just going to take all the oils off of this kit that may have been missed during the pre-wash that I did last night. A lot of people don't do that, and that's fine if you don't want to do this step. Like I said, none of us paint the same. None of us do. I watch a lot of people paint, and nobody does the exact same steps. So, and I just watch a lot of videos and take tips from different people and try to incorporate that into my paint style. And sometimes it works out, and sometimes it turns out to be a real disaster. But I do try. I love my babies, that's for sure. So there's another little arm. So I'll just repeat this step with the head and the legs, and then we'll set up and do a couple of base coats on this sweet little baby here. So she needs a name. What shall we call her during our paint process? I'm not sure. I have a granddaughter named Lily. Maybe I'll call her Lily. She's so cute. Alright. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. Hope you have a blessed day, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye bye now.